Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm Cheryl and this is Your Journey Yoga. You've heard me say, if you've been with me, that exercise can be kind of like medicine if taken in the right dosage. And I am a huge proponent of a healthy lifestyle, whether that be exercise, eating right, getting enough sleep, just overall health, mental, emotional, physical, mind, body, and spirit, guys. So this is just going to be kind of a shorter variation that you can do on its own. Wonderful for kind of getting going in the morning or just chilling out before you go to bed. Amazing to do after you have worked out. So whether you've been running or playing tennis or playing football or lacrosse or male, female, doesn't matter. Everybody needs a little bit of yoga in their life, guys. The stretching, the toning, the mindfulness, it's just an amazing gift. So just a fun, short, I say fun because everybody that knows me knows I have a little twisted sense of fun, but a fun, nice, just finishing off of a great workout or just a really good, fresh way to start the day. So let's get going, guys. And we're going to start in a seated position and we're going to reach to the sky. Oh, exhale and release those hands down by your sides. Release the chin towards the chest and a big head roll to one side, doesn't matter which side. And then back through center and to the other side. Let's do that one more time, each side, just a big head roll. Loosening up, staying tall through the spine. One more time, back over. And let's bring the chin towards the chest. Bring the hands behind the head, interlace your fingers and just gently pull down. Let the elbows come right over by the ears. And just that gentle pull, lengthening all the way down the spine. Inhale, lift the head, open the elbows wide. Let's release the hands to the sides and let's come up over onto all fours for some cat and cows. Hands are shoulder width apart. Knees are hip width, core is nice and strong. We take a big breath in, tummy towards the floor, lifting our gaze and sit bones to the sky. Exhaling and hollowing the tummy and chest, pressing the floor away with your hands and your knees. And just moving at your pace with your breath. So lots of activities, guys. You can get that lower back tight. All of those supporting posterior chain muscles activated. Stability as you're moving, whether it be weightlifting, running, as I said, tennis, whatever it is, whatever exercise you're doing, walking. Okay, there's a lot of load that happens in that back. We want to keep that back happy. Let's do one more each direction. Big hollow. And coming back to that neutral spine, back to tabletop, and just sway your hips side to side, a little sway. Nothing major, just loosey-goosey through those hips, but keeping the core strong. Breathe. Coming back to center, extend those arms out and sit your hips back towards your heels. Child's pose. Really nice stretch for your quads. For the shoulders, a really nice release for that lower back. Now as we come to child's pose, notice if it's relaxing for you or if it's challenging for you. And if it's challenging, where? That part of your body needs a little extra love, guys. So oftentimes it's a tight lower back, oftentimes it's tight quads, tight hips. If you're like, I could stay here for days, beautiful, love it. As you're ready, extend those arms out nice and long. Hands shoulder width apart. Let's lift the forehead, tuck the toes. Press and lift your hips to the sky. Coming up to downward facing dog. Now down dog, another one. Beautiful pose. Lengthening down the backs of the legs, through the spine. Head is heavy, give that head a little shake. Yes or no. And let's just gently alternate bending knees. Walk it out. Breathe. Slow, steady breaths. As you exhale, let both heels sink.
Shifting your weight to your left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping your right foot through. Back knee to the mat, top of the foot to the mat. We lift the arms up to a crescent lunge. Drawing those hips forward, beautiful long stretch. If it feels right to you, arch it back. Shoulders soft and away from those ears. Breathe. Inhale it up, tall, flow forward, one hand on either side of your foot, lengthen through the crown of the head. Roll those shoulders back, keeping those hips nice and heavy. Breathe. As you exhale, we're gonna press those sit bones back towards that left heel as those right toes lift. Square your hips and draw your nose towards your knee. Really nice hamstring and calf stretch. Also a nice stretch through that lower back. Breathe. Let's inhale it back forward, coming to that low lunge, bringing both hands to the inside and a little release of that right knee out to the right. As you roll out to the outside of that right foot, getting into the hip, into the groin, keeping that core strong. If you like, shift your weight to that left hand, right hand to the inside of your knee and give it a little more of a push away and a little deeper rotation. You're going to feel a deeper stretch in that hip. You're going to feel a deeper stretch in that hip flexor down the front of that left leg and a nice rotation in the spine. Now I want you to be mindful. Are you sinking into that left shoulder? Lift out of that left shoulder. Find your breath. Can you still smile? Breathe, slowly releasing. One hand on either side of your foot. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend right leg to the sky. Go ahead and flex that right foot. Bend that right knee and draw your heel towards your bottom. We can stay on the palms of the hands or come down onto that left forearm, and we're going to give a push with that right hand as we open even further. So just listen to your body as to what's right. Can you feel that great stretch to your belly? Down the back of that left leg, to the front of that right leg. Pretty cool. Extending right leg to the sky, slowly releasing it down, coming back to your down dog. And we shift our weight to our right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot through. Back knee to the mat, top of the foot to the mat. We lift the arms and rise. Shoulders soft and away from the ears, hips are heavy, coming forward. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, arch it back, a little or a lot. So as we arch and we press those hips forward, beautiful long stretch through the front of your body. Inhale it up nice and tall, releasing the hands on either side of your foot. Breathe. Keeping that core strong, keeping those hips heavy. Can you feel that stretch to the front of that right leg? As you exhale, let's sit those sit bones back towards that right heel. Front toes lift, and we're going to draw the nose towards the knee. Huge hamstring and calf stretch, feels so nice. Squaring those hips is going to keep that posture nice and aligned. Find that breath. We want to stay connected to the breath above all else. Inhaling back up to that runner's lunge. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Really feel that length. Let's bring both hands to the inside of the foot. And now we're going to let that left knee roll open. So as you roll over to the outside edge of that foot, feeling that stretch to the hip. Breathe. Now if you like, shift your weight to that right hand, place that left hand to the inside of your knee and give it a little gentle press away. Now again, be mindful of you sinking into that right shoulder, lift out of that right shoulder, and if it feels right to you, take your gaze out over that left shoulder. As we rotate through the spine, there's this wonderful stretch that happens all the way down that right side and a deeper stretch into that left hip. Slowly releasing, coming back to center. One hand on either side of your foot, tuck your toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend left leg to the sky. Go ahead and open up those hips. Add a flex of that left foot, a bend of that left knee, and draw your heel towards your bottom. So as we open those hips and press that right heel towards the mat, what happens for you? If you like, Come down onto that right forearm. Give a little bigger push through the left palm and that right forearm. Making sure that you're still breathing slow and steady. That your body is in agreement and not fighting. Extending left leg to the sky, slowly releasing it down and coming back to down dog. You're welcome to hold your down dog or inhale it to high plank. Crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And exhale to down dog. Let's do that one more time. Joining me if you will. Inhale it to high plank. Crocodile down. Press it through up dog. Let's hold our up dog and add a little rotation. Rotating the torso to one side and back to center and to the other side. So we're just kind of rocking those hips and back to center. Tuck the toes, lift the hips to down dog. So just a nice stretch in that lower back, through the hips and the hip flexors. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk, step, or hop to forward fold. Relaxing in forward fold as best you can. So we're just going to let those arms be heavy. A soft bend in the knees so you don't feel pressure behind those knees. Bringing the hands to the elbows, we hold on and gently sway side to side. Nice big deep breaths. And we come back to center, releasing those arms. Find your breath. Let's bend the knees and let the tummy and chest come to rest on your thighs. Bringing the hands around behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Now if you have really tight shoulders and you happen to have a strap or a towel or a belt, use that. We roll those shoulders up and back, lifting the hands towards the sky. A little tuck of the chin towards the chest. We have this natural tendency to kind of look forward, and that causes tension in that neck, right at the base of the skull. We want to let that go. Now begin to straighten your legs a little or a lot. That's going to influence the stretch for those shoulders as well. So the straighter we get those legs, the more gravity is going to pull those arms. So just make sure it feels right to you. Make sure you're still breathing. Slowly bring the hands to the small of the back. Gently release those arms, let them hang. Inhale it up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop. Once again to high plank, crocodile down. Press it through up dog. We add that twist if you like. Twisting to one side, kind of rocking the hips, rotating through the torso. Back through to center and other side. Just noticing that stretch in that lower back. Back to center. Tuck the toes, lift the hips to down dog. Shifting your weight to your left foot. Right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right knee through, foot to the inside to pigeon pose. Breathe. Find your breath. And let's slowly walk it out. Either fully extending those arms or stacking your hands to sleeping pigeon. Just doing your best to let go of any tension in the hip, the lower back, the neck, the shoulders. And let's inhale, lifting just slightly, and let's walk those hands over to the right. So we're going to come across the knee, and we're going to reach with that left hand out as far as you can reach, and release the upper body down. You should feel this amazing stretch all the way down the left side of your body, and maybe a little deeper stretch in that right hip. Only to the point that feels right to you. So challenging, yes, but never painful. Inhale, lift just slightly, and let's walk our hands now out over that right foot, taking that right hand and reaching out. Left hand is just there for support, and relax the weight of the upper body down. Inhale, lift just slightly. Let's walk it back through to center. Sleeping pigeon. And as you're ready, walk those hands back up. One hand on either side of your knee. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, sweep it back. Extend right leg to the sky. Point and flex your foot, roll your ankle, and give your leg a little shake. And then gently release it down. Directly into the other side. Shift your weight to the right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left knee through, foot to the inside. Pigeon pose. Getting into those hips, the hip flexors. Keeping that core strong, we walk it out to sleeping pigeon, either fully extending those arms or stacking your hands. Relax the weight of the upper body down. Nice big deep breaths. Now you can choose to stay here, or if you like, we lift you slightly and we're going to walk those hands to the left. We're going to take that right hand and we're going to reach it out. So we're coming up over that left knee. Left hand is there for support, and relax the weight of the upper body. Deeper stretch in the hip. Beautiful long stretch all the way down that right side. Inhale, we lift and walk back through to center and then over to the right. So now we're going to come out over that shin or that foot, and we're going to take that left hand and we're going to reach it out. Relaxing the weight of the upper body down. That right hand is just there for support, as much or as little as you need. So again, we're always being mindful. We're checking in. What do you feel? Where do you feel it? And on the intensity scale, where is that? We want to keep it below an 8. Or I should say an 8 or below. How's that? We lift just slightly and walk back through to center to sleeping pigeon. Good breath in and out. And let's slowly walk those hands up. One hand on either side of the knee. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, sweep it back. Extending that left leg. Point and flex your foot. Roll your ankle. Give that leg a little shake. And gently release it down to down dog. Adding a little tuck of the pelvis, reaching your sit bones to the sky. Take a big breath in and out. We inhale it to high plank, crocodile down. Press it through up dog and sit it back to child's pose. Nice big deep breaths. And let's slowly walk the hands up. Come over onto one hip. Sweep your feet around. Once again, to easy pose. Bring the hands down by your sides. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, release the chin towards the chest. As you exhale, big head roll to the right. Exhale it back through to center and over to the left. Inhale it back to center. And inhale it up nice and tall. Inhale, reach to the sky. As you exhale, bring your palms towards me. Spread your fingers wide. Squeeze those elbows back. Chest open. Inhale, reach to the sky. Let's do that one more time. Exhale, squeeze those shoulder blades. Squeeze the elbows. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale, pull the hands to heart center. Beautiful job, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope your body feels good and ready for the rest of the day. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Take care. Be well. And until the next time, namaste.